Hello everyone, my name is Dan Montgomery and this is my submission for the Tableau 3-minute win. So a while back on Twitter, someone had posted the weather data for every NFL game from 1960 on. And this is, I combined that with some data from Pro Football Reference, brought in Tableau. I created a parameter that's going to let me choose between the actual temperature, what the temperature feels like, so for instance wind chill or heat index. And then I filtered out some data, namely that I just want to see the data on open air stadiums. That's the only data where weather is really a factor. So if I bring city onto the map, I want to bring in the temperature as the color. Let's make these a little bit bigger. And I want to make these pop, so I'm going to give them a border. And I'm going to change the transparency to about 70%. That'll let the cities next to each other see one another. And lastly, let's make the size of it the number of games played there. I think that's really interesting. Okay, so we have that. So we have our weather map. We'll create another sheet. So this unique identifier just symbolizes each individual game. Let's see the week that they were played in the parameter, the temperature parameter. And that gives us a box and whisker plot. I think that looks really good. So let's filter out the data for nulls. And then lastly, let's change that to not include 0. That way, if you have a stadium like Florida, that won't hit 0, so that's not necessary. And I think we're ready to do our dashboard. So I'm going to put a vertical container on there, double-click my map, double-click my trend. I'm going to hide the title here really quick. So it's looking good. I want to do a specific action so that when I select on the weather map that it filters the trend, but when I remove that selection it excludes all values, and we'll see why. So alright, let's look at, so for Chicago we can see that the temperature definitely drops over time. And when I clear Chicago, now the map becomes full screen and you can have better access to everything that's on there. If we look at Florida, we definitely, excluding 0 was the right choice because the lowest that we have is 28 degrees. Let's rename the title of the dashboard. Show that. And do a quick filter on the city in case you wanted just to select it by hand. And that's my Tableau 3-minute win. Thank you very much for watching.